We want to thank the jury for their service and the prosecutors for the job that they've done, many exhausting hours. Besides being excellent professionals, they're really good people. And the same with law enforcement. We had so much support and so much love from everybody from the Winona area, and we feel it here in Mankato as well. As far as the verdict today, of course, we're glad of it. It's a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. We're not going to get Madeline back. Fravel can't be punished enough. We've lost a daughter, mother, aunt, sister. Children are scarred. Not just Eliana and Noah, but children in our extended family wonder
Their cousins.
why.
Yeah.
His life is wasted, ruin and devastation to two families. There's no joy here, but we're glad of the result.
So what does tomorrow look like for the family?
We don't know.
A deep breath.
A deep breath.
Deep breath.
Maybe able to get some more sleep.
Yeah, we want to get back to the kids.
Try a
We've
new
been there for a
normal.
couple of days. Yeah. Yeah, we got to figure out a new normal.
Yeah.
Life won't be the same.
And many of you guys had to testify and, look right at him. And you, David, talked about your relationship and your bad relationship with him. What was that like to face him in that courtroom?
He doesn't occupy much space at all in my head, really. He's just kind of there, so.
He belonged where he was, so it really didn't
Yeah,
bother us much.
yeah.
Obviously, what happened to your family is incredibly tragic, but as you can see behind you, her friends are here talking about domestic abuse and everything. What do you hope other victims and other families take away from this? Because you guys really advocated for her in the beginning, and what the Winona PD did is just wonderful.
I don't want to hog the microphone, but the jury and the state struck a blow for abused women today.
Yeah, very true.
The judge needs to take care of her end of it, and the message has got to go out. You can't do this and get away with it.
It was important that even that particular part of the verdict was important for you guys to have the jury say, yes, we believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No, I apologize if this question was already asked, but can you tell us that sigh of almost relief that your family maybe felt when you found out that he was guilty on all 4 charges?
Yeah,
It was a huge weight lifted. Yeah.
It was hard to stay quiet.
It was hard.
As we,
Yeah.
I think you always have faith that the system works. So regardless of, both sides of the room did a fantastic job. It's hard to like a defense attorney, but they both did their due diligence, right? So seeing everything presented in the way that it was, I think going through, Stephen Kingsbury, by the way, I haven't been in the media much. It's easy to waver, things ebb and flow and whatever, but at the end of the day, you just got to trust the process and that the truth kind of rises to the top and is evident. It always comes out. So I don't know. I thought he was going to be guilty on all 4 counts. You never know what to expect though. But once it's read out loud by the judge in that courtroom, there's a almost palatable kind of in and out on our side of the courtroom anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
Well, we knew he was guilty on all 4 counts. We just didn't know if 12 people we never met and never will would think the same. So there was a lot of anxiety there. So.
Was it hard to not be able to watch the trial and kind of know how it's going
Yes.
firsthand throughout?
We knew less than anybody. We
Yeah,
were in a
we knew less
complete
than
blackout.
strangers,
So we still don't know much what was going on. There were
Yeah.
things that were brought up in testimony and argument and the final closing arguments and whatnot, and I know that's not true. And specifically, the elderly man that lived next door, I canvassed the neighborhood the day she disappeared and talked to the neighbors, and I talked to him. And he told me that Adam Fravel was in the driveway, backed the car in and waved at him, and he remembered it because it was unusual, because he never waved at him before. And all of a sudden, I find out later, after it was too late for me to even tell the prosecutors about it so it could be introduced, that guy talked to me about Adam Fravel specifically, and now it's some mysterious slender man. So yeah, being not part of the trial process certainly had its drawbacks.
And you
Yeah.
guys may have been unaware, but Adam Fravel was visibly crying and blowing his nose in the courtroom. What's your take on that? What do you think those tears were for?
I think they were
Himself.
for himself.
Yeah.
Selfish.
Fake.
I got
Yeah.
caught. I
Yeah.
got caught.
Yeah.
Didn't get to
Yeah.
observe any of it, but the little that I did, he was stoic, sitting there, hands clasped, stone faced. You know, when you think you're gonna get away with something,
he
I
knew
mean,
what
he
he
didn't
did.
testify. Guilty people generally don't testify.
You don't have to use this, but the village idiot thought he was a criminal mastermind.
Please use that.
So,
Yeah,
Anyway.
Please use that.
How,
Just disappointed in the outcome, and Mr. Fravel will have the right to an appeal to the Minnesota Supreme Court with all first-degree murder cases, and, it's a disappointing day from our perspective, but, this is the way the justice system works, and it's the foundation of what our country is built on, and so people are entitled to a jury trial. They had their jury trial, listen to the evidence, and, you may disagree with the verdict, but you have to respect the verdict too, so